Audi has been building plug-in hybrids for nearly a decade now, and for most of that time, the honest verdict was always the same. Buy the diesel. The PHEV was a tax incentive that happened to have wheels. This Q5 Sportback is the first one where I'm not sure that advice still holds, and the reason lives inside this interior, not under the bonnet. One walk-around. Everything you need to decide whether this is the Q5 worth waiting for. The Sportback shape does something to the Q5 that the standard SUV body simply cannot. In Navarrablau Metallic, this dark navy blue, the coupe roofline pulls the visual weight rearward and gives the car a stance the regular Q5 borrows from, but never quite achieves. The S-Line exterior package is standard on the 270 kilowatt version, which means the enlarged bumpers and the more aggressive air intakes come included, not as a tick box exercise. 20-inch 5 double-spoke twist alloys in this specification fill the arches properly. The rear is where the Sportback earns its premium. That sloping roofline meets a full-width light bar that reads as one continuous signature after dark. It is a genuinely good-looking car from this angle. The interior is where this Q5 changed the argument. Audi's Digital Stage puts the 11.9-inch virtual cockpit and the 14.5-inch OLED touchscreen inside a single curved panel angled toward the driver. Both screens use OLED, which means better contrast and deeper blacks than the previous generation. The climate controls sit permanently at the base of the central display. They never disappear into a submenu. The Interieur S package brings black sport seats with a finish quality I genuinely did not expect at this price point. I've sat in interiors at considerably higher price tags that felt less considered than this one. The front cabin puts the driving position right. The sport seats hold you without restricting you on a longer motorway run. The steering wheel carries physical scroll wheels again, not touch-sensitive controls, and the tactile feedback is a genuine improvement. Paket Plus on this car adds a head-up display and a 10.9-inch passenger screen. The wireless charging tray in the center console holds larger phones flat. I came in expecting standard Audi competence. What I found was closer to the Q7's ambience in a smaller footprint. Rear headroom is tighter than the standard Q5 SUV. Above 1.85 m, around 6 feet 1, you will feel the Sportback roof, but the adjustable rear bench slides and reclines, and that saves this cabin. Push it back and 2 adults travel comfortably. 3-zone climate is standard. USB-C ports in the rear deliver up to 100 watts. This is realistically a 4-person rear cabin, but for 4, it works. 433 liters of boot space, around 15.3 cubic feet. That is roughly 85 liters less than the standard Q5 because of the PHEV battery. The charging cable lives in a bag that takes up more space than it should, with no dedicated underfloor compartment. If you charge at home and leave the cable in your garage, 433 liters handles a weekly shop without drama. Fold the seats and you get 1,300 liters, around 45.9 cubic feet. 367 horsepower from a 2-liter TFSI and an electric motor. 500 Newton-meters of torque through a 7-speed S-tronic and Quattro all-wheel drive. 5.1 seconds to 100 kilometers per hour, around 5 seconds to 60 miles per hour. That is within half a second of the SQ5. 90 kilometers of electric-only range, around 56 miles on the WLTP cycle. Charge on an 11-kilowatt wallbox, and the battery fills in 2.5 hours. Combined consumption is 2.9 liters per 100 kilometers, around 97 miles per gallon, but only if you charge regularly. 75,449 euros before options. This car, with the Paket Plus, Interieur S seats, 20-inch wheels, 5-year warranty, and full paint, sits at 87,161 euros. The BMW X3 xDrive 30e starts lower but offers less electric range and a less integrated interior. The standard Q5 diesel saves you a significant amount, but you lose the electric running and the 0% no-VA advantage this PHEV carries in Austria. If you charge at home and your commute sits within that 70-kilometer real-world electric range, you will run this on electricity most of the week. If you never charge it, buy the diesel. Whether the Sportback, the PHEV capability, and this interior together justify 87,000 euros is a decision you make, not me. This is the first Q5 where I think the answer might honestly be yes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.